How's it going, everyone? So a while back I had made a video asking for suggestions on the channel and stuff to do, and now I'm getting to it a little bit later than I thought I would, but I think I said it would be like in a week or 2 weeks or a month. It depended on how things went. I think that was before PAX, and then PAX happened, and then stuff after PAX. So anyway, I finally got to it. I'm usually pretty late with stuff like this, but anyway, I'll go over some of the suggestions, but before I do that, I'll go over some of the things that I've changed on my own, probably right before that video or during that video. Recently, as in the past, I don't know, month or so, the uploading has changed so that instead of probably 10, 12, or more videos a day, it's somewhere along the lines of 5 to 7, and those videos are longer than what they used to be. Most of the videos that went up were about 10 minutes long, when about 10 to 12 were uploaded. Now the average video is probably somewhere between 12 and 15 minutes. Usually the minimum end is still 10 and the max end is 20 now. That's usually what I like to do. Some videos are longer. Those are usually special videos. There was a Max Payne video that was just over 20, which would be closer to the high end. And some of the Mario videos have gotten into the 40s recently, but that's usually with the storytelling stuff. So either way, I believe I read recently that the average video length on YouTube is 4 minutes, and with a 12-minute average or so, that is still 3 times higher than a lot of other videos, I would have to say. Which is kind of funny because people always say, like, oh, these videos aren't long enough. I wish, you know, they were even longer, 20 minutes. And I've gotten messages like, oh, I watch your stuff at work on like a proxy, and if it's over 10 minutes, I can't watch it. So either way, someone's going to be unhappy or screwed. It's kind of the issue with that. But either way, that was one of the things I had done. A couple less videos a day. However, the ones that I do upload are longer, and there's more of a variety of days. So instead of like 5 of the same video a day, there's like 1 to 3. And it just kind of continues that way. I figured it would be a little bit easier for people to keep up with some stuff that they wanted to. So instead of watching 4 or 5 videos a day, it would be down to like 1 or 2, maybe 3. So there was that. The other thing was that I've made annotations as small as I can so that they're out of the way. I haven't really seen people complain about them too heavily, but at the same time, they are at the smallest that I can put them. They have an 11 font on, and at the current time, that is the smallest that you can get them. So I'll try and tuck them out of the way and make them as small as possible, but there goes my phone. But shit still happens, whatever. I'm sure people will complain about it. Either way, like I've said, you know, you appease one side and you might anger another side, so it's kind of like sensitive ground. But anyway, we'll get to some of the suggestions that I saw that were made. The first one was update videos, like at least once a month, talking about whatever. Usually the only update videos I ever do happen to be Mario videos. I don't think there's anything really... I don't know what people would want to see in an update video. If it's gaming related, if it's just me related or whatever. I'm sure most people wouldn't care, but I try to think of keeping stuff interesting. If something's going to be informational, that's cool. I could say, you know, what games I planned on playing and whatnot, but as for update videos, I don't really know what to do. There haven't been any major updates as of late. I guess there's one that I could do soon, but we'll see. I would probably make a video about that. But what you guys want to see in update videos, I would need to know. The next suggestion was a stupid comment series reboot. A lot of older subs would know what this was. It was something that I had done to kind of deflect or troll or vent about stupid, shitty comments I got, where I would basically record the comment, basically just take a screenshot of it, and then record my commentary over it, basically talking about how shitty of a human being this person was, and if they didn't like the video, then they didn't have to leave a shitty comment, or continue to leave shitty comments, because some people don't leave one and go away. Some people just keep leaving them over and over, but the problem with this is that someone got really upset when their friend was thrown in one of these for a long story. I believe I talked about it at a Mario hack at least once, probably multiple times, but someone had gotten upset that their friend was in it. They had told me that I needed to take them down and remove people's names, or they were going to report me to YouTube and get the channel shut down. So rather than sort of chance that, I decided to take them down and just say fuck it. Some of them Some other ones are on my other channel that I don't really use anymore. This is the channel that I use for pretty much everything, but that is the history with that. I'm sure a lot of people would be upset at me doing that, which would be a real bummer. Just be, you know, because the fan base has grown so much, there are many more people who are way more sensitive than what they used to be. I mean, when I like had 15, 20,000 subs and I was doing these videos, I don't even remember when I was, but when I was much smaller, there was less of a chance people were going to get upset. And if I did these now, because I'm a pretty large channel and because people don't want me to be aggressive towards some people, a lot of people would probably get upset that I was doing them, calling me an insensitive jackass or a douchebag, and I'm mean to my fan base because I'm targeting people who are leaving really shitty comments. And a lot of the comments weren't like, you know, most of them were annoying or dumb or just like flat out insulting. Not all of them were the same. Like I would have some where someone would point out something that I missed, and I'm like, okay, big deal. I missed some very minor object. Move along. And some were like, you know, you're an effing faggot, etc., etc. Go kill yourself, blah blah blah. So it really differentiated, really varied, I should say. It varied depending on the comment, and not all of them I thought were the same. But people would still get upset, even if I was giving people what they, in my mind, deserved. So I doubt that'll come back. The next suggestion was Facecam stuff. More Facecam stuff. That's not really an issue. I've been thinking about doing a couple different games with Facecam stuff. I do not like that Silent Hill game at all. So much to the point, I don't know if I explained it in the videos, but I didn't even make a playlist for the Silent Hill stuff. It has a playlist, but it's not in a Silent Hill like series playlist, so I kind of figured that I might not be completing that. I'm sure some people will be upset, but that game is absolutely, in my opinion, I do not like it at all, and that is Silent Hill Homecoming, if you're wondering which Silent Hill game it is. I've talked to some other people who are fans of the series. They did not like that game either, so I don't feel bad really disliking it. But there are other games that I kind of want to revisit and do a Facecam for that I actually liked, so that would be much better. We'll see about that, and just other stuff in general, I guess, could have like Facecam stuff, but we'll see about that. One of the other suggestions was be funnier or be like XX commentator. Unfortunately, I am myself. My sense of humor is for me. If you do not like my sense of humor or you want me to be like another commentator, I would say go watch someone that you think is funny or funnier, or go watch more of that commentator, because I refuse to change who I am and how I act to be like someone else, because that is not only I don't know, I wouldn't want to change myself to begin with. And other people would complain like, oh wow, he's just copying so-and-so, exactly, commentary-wise or whatever, so that wouldn't be very good. It's kind of funny how people want you to be like yourself, they want you to be real, they want you to be truthful, and they don't want you to be fake. But then you get suggestions like, be more like this person, be funnier, stop being sarcastic, there's other stuff too. I try to be like kind of blunt, like to the point where it's probably overly blunt in comments to some people, and people don't like that. But then I've gotten comments like, you know, you're really blunt and honest, I like that, and then people think I'm a jackass because of it. So kind of like, you're not gonna please everyone. That's pretty much the motto I try to go by for almost every single thing that I can do to try and better anything. Someone's going to dislike how I've changed something else. So in any case, I don't think I'll be acting like someone else, unfortunately, or be funnier than what I already can be. I mean, not everything is supposed to be the most funny, joke-filled thing ever. I just kind of come up with stuff on the fly. Not the funniest person ever, but I don't try to be, and I don't want to be, so I'll leave that up to someone else. One of the other ones was don't play with so-and-so, or XX commentator, or whatever, whoever it is. Unfortunately, who I decide to play with is who I decide to play with. I'm sure with every person I've ever played with, people either like them or dislike them. Whether it's the same amount of like and dislike is probably not, it's not the same, but I'm sure people would like me to not do anything with James anymore, but people would like me to do stuff with James. People probably want me to do stuff with Jason, and they don't want me to do stuff with Jason. So pretty much every conceivable person out there, there's going to be someone who dislikes when I do stuff with someone else. And I've gotten messages like, you need to stop doing co-op stuff. I don't like any co-op stuff. I just like your single player stuff. There's a mix of stuff there for everyone. So, you know, people who like just single player stuff with me can watch that. People who like co-op stuff with other people can watch that. People who like both can pick and choose or watch everything. That's why there's a variety. You don't need to watch everything. You don't have to watch everything. I don't expect you to. If you do, that is fucking fantastic. But there's a variety there, so people can pick and choose what they want to do, what they want to watch, etc. So it's kind of how it's set up, and that's probably how it's going to continue. I don't think, unless I had a personal problem with someone, that I would stop doing stuff with them. And just because I haven't done stuff with someone in a while doesn't mean I have a problem with them. It just means I haven't done stuff with them in a while. The next one was play indie/unpopular games. I already kind of do that with Mario hacks. That's kind of like an unpopular game. I know it's Super Mario World, but Super Mario World by this point in time is like almost 20 years old, I think. I don't remember what year it came out, maybe 94, 93, something like that. It's almost 20 years old at this point. And Mario hacks aren't even Mario games. It's just kind of like an underground hacking community that I stumbled upon prior to starting YouTube videos that I thought was pretty cool, and that's why I do them. I think one of the suggestions or examples someone had used was when I played Yakuza. It was a pretty under-the-radar game that I actually liked. It wasn't the best game ever. It had issues, but I still liked it nonetheless. It was still just fun. I just sort of pick and choose what games I want to play based on how they look, if it's a new game or if it's an old game and I liked it, then I'll go back and play it. Like with the Bioshock series, Bioshock 1 and 2. They're both kind of older games by now. I think the first Bioshock came out in 07 or 08, so 4 or 5 years. Bioshock 2 probably came out in like 09 or something like that. I'm not sure, but usually I'll go back and play games that aren't being released currently if I like them. That does open up the potential for people to suggest old games and me to think about, you know, what I want to do. The good thing about that is that because of the link that I found on the Rockstar, or to the Rockstar page that says, you know, it gave kind of like an outline of if you wanted to record their games and upload them. Now I can go back and actually do those games without fearing copyright strikes of some sort for like Red Dead, Grand Theft Auto. I know people have been telling me, you know, oh, so-and-so did it and they didn't get any trouble. Well, I've done Rockstar stuff before and I got strikes for it, and that's why I'm gun shy. So I don't care if your brother did a fucking series on Red Dead and didn't get strikes. I did, and that's what's kind of made me gun shy. Now that I've found this link, actually word from the mouth from Rockstar itself, or Take-Two, or whoever decided to write it up, now I am feeling much more comfortable with doing their games without getting hit by stuff, so there's that. And then I think the last thing was like vlogs, more vlogs, which kind of ties in with update videos. I just don't know what people want to hear about. I don't know what people want to see. Not really a vlogger. I'm more or less a video game player, and that's kind of what I stick to, but we'll see. I'm sure some people wouldn't give a shit what I did in front of a real camera as long as I was doing videos on it, but at the same time I feel like I would be boring as shit if I didn't have anything to talk about or do, so, you know, there's that. I'm sure people would just like to see my everyday life, but at the same time I'm not exactly traveling all over the world at this point. Usually when more fun stuff comes up, like PAX or other conventions, then I usually bring a video camera along and do it. So that'll wrap up the majority of the common requests and suggestions that I got. I will see what I can do about some of that stuff. However, some of that stuff I've already said that I flat out won't do it, like change who I am to be funnier for certain people. I'm sorry if you don't like me, but I cannot help that. I am me, and if you don't like me, that's cool. You don't have to like me, but at the same time, you don't have to tell me to be like someone else. You know, if you... I've always said... Oh, let me see. Oh. Dan's asking me something. Fuck Dan. No, I'm just joking. usually I usually tell people that instead of trying to change the person they watch, they should change who they watch, because it's much easier for both people. Maybe you like the gameplay, cool. Maybe you hate my commentary. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to stop doing commentary, and the only way that it's really going to change is if I go through some sort of natural change on my own. So there's that. Thank you for watching. If you have any other suggestions, please feel free to leave them in this video, and I will get back to another sort of follow-up video, hopefully sooner than a month and a half, like the last one for this one was. So let me know any suggestions and whatnot. Thank you for those who suggested stuff, and I will talk to you guys later.